Hey guys, hope you're doing well. My name is Jacob Ray. I'm the owner and founder of Close AI, which is a real estate lead generation agency. And as you can see by the title of this video, I'm going to be giving away everything from A to Z that helped me scale my agency from zero all the way to 125K a month by charging $1. So make sure you watch this video in full because I'm going to be breaking down literally everything. So everything from my offer, our acquisition method, sales process, onboarding process, client fulfillment, client success, my team breakdown that helped me, remove myself completely from the agency where, I'm only working 4 to 5 hours a week, as well as, literally everything from A to Z, right? So that being said, let's dive right in. I'm going to share my screen and show you guys everything. What's going on, guys? Hope you are doing well. In this video, like I said, I'm going to break down everything from A to Z on how I scaled my real estate lead generation agency to 125K a month by charging $1 and sending some text messages, right? So I'm going to break down, obviously I'm going to go over proof, right? I'm going to go over the offers in the real estate niche, my competition's offer, and how I differentiated myself with my offer, as well as my sales process on how I was able to bring, 2 to 3 new clients a day without any sales calls, right? The fulfillment for my clients, my team breakdown, as well as what is next for me to scale in order to get to 125 to 200, 250, $300,000 a month, and so on and so forth, right? So that being said, I'm going to dive in on proof, right? So here's a screenshot of me from August 1st to August 31st doing 125K a month. Obviously, a screenshot can only show so much. So I will go ahead and kind of show in. So if I do in the last 7 days, we've done $29,369, right? And this is with 60% profit margins as well. And if I do from zero, my biggest month so far, which I think we'll pass it this month as well, 01 to 08, 08, 31, it's 125K, right? And I can refresh this for you guys. Trying to show proof that I didn't just pull these numbers out of thin air, right? So yeah, there you go. That being said, so let's dive into the offers in the real estate niche and how I differentiate myself. So the real estate niche is very, very saturated. There's got to be thousands of agency owners selling to real estate agents, right? And that is good. So if you're in a saturated market, don't run away from that. Saturation is good because that means there's a market for it to make a ton of money, right? So this was my competition's offer, and this is what I was doing for a while, right? So if I come over here to all time, right? I started my agency in October of 2022, right? And you can kind of see I just had this stagnant growth for a while, right? Just not really getting anywhere, doing the 3 to 5K a month mark, right? With that offer for a whole year, right? And I was doing what everyone else would do, right? Like, hey, Mr. Real Estate Agent, we're going to set up your ads, your Google or Facebook ads. We're going to build an SMS and email drip campaign to follow up with all the leads, which would just be go high level, right? We're going to put a setter to book you qualified appointments. It's going to be a 3-month minimum. We're going to guarantee you 5 listings where you don't pay. I didn't even know if I can deliver on this, right? And it creates so much anxiety, creates so much stress. Like, if I can actually get these people results, I had no idea, right? Which most of these people have no idea if they can actually get their clients results, especially guaranteeing something you can't guarantee that, right? And then the price was $6K, right? And so this made it, one, very, very hard for people to start working with you, right? Like, it's a lot of money to charge someone $6K up front, right? Especially having very minimal social proof. And you have to be very, very good at sales, which is not my forte, right? If you're really good at sales, then you maybe should charge $6K up front. But if you're not good at sales, I'll kind of show you what I did to, get out of the, trying to beg people for money and not beg people for money, but just like pulling teeth out, right? And it was super tough, right? And another thing too is like, with this offer, it was just very saturated. The offer was saturated because everybody was doing it, right? So you can see, like I said, I was just stagnant growth. And then I decided I'm going to do what I want to do, right? I'm going to be different. And I trusted myself. So if there's something you guys want to start offering to your clients, but are like, I don't know if it's going to work, like this and that, you don't trust yourself, just try it and do it, right? Trust yourself. You know your niche better than anybody. So trust yourself, because that's what I did, and that's how I got to 125K a month. Is I went against the grain and did what I wanted to do, right? So this was my offer on how I differentiated myself and how I made it super easy for people to say yes to me, and how we're bringing on 3 to 4 clients every single day. So we went to real estate agents to be like, hey, there's zero charge up front. There's zero monthly fees. There's zero ad spend. We're actually going to get you leads, appointments, and sales without having to spend $1 on ads, which already differentiated ourselves, because all these marketing companies, all these agencies are all running ads for their clients, right? Everyone's doing the same thing. These clients have already done it with the past 10 other agencies. It didn't work for them, and they don't want to do it again. They've been burnt, right? But this is a unique mechanism, and they haven't tried it before, because they're like, oh, you can give me leads without any ad spend. Like, oh, I'm interested, right? And then there's only pay $75 per seller lead, right? So I differentiated myself in the market. I had a different service, and I made it super easy for people to say yes to me and be able to work with me, right? And that's how I created my blue ocean, the most saturated niche in SMMA, right? And also, there's no long-term contracts or commitments. There's lead replacements for bad leads, if any. All leads are exclusive to you and you only, and then you can pause and unpause your marketing system whenever you'd like, right? So in my opinion, this is a definition of a no-brainer offer, right? So like if I went to you, right, I'm assuming you're an agency owner watching this video. And so if I went to you with these 2 offers, right, I'll get you appointments, right, on your calendar. I'll get you 100 qualified booked appointments. It's $6K, right? Or you only pay me per appointment, right? 9 out of 10 times you're going to choose this offer, right? Because you could just pay as you go, right? Super easy. There's zero charge up front. Like all we do is take a $1 charge. So we have their card on file. We can charge them $75 for every seller lead, right? So people are just signing up no tomorrow, right? With this offer, right? And with this offer, you have to have a specific sales process, right? So you're very, very profitable, right? So we actually scaled everything through outbound to 125K a month. So you don't need paid ads to get to 125K a month. We just used outbound, right? So we'd actually send text messages to real estate agents with this exact text. So you can see here, you can click on it, right? And so, or you can zoom in and pause this video and read it. And when the call to action would just be like, can I send you more information about our program, right? And then once they said yes, we'd send them our landing page, right? And for them to get onboarded, right? So they'd come here, they'd click on our site, right? Which is right here. And there's a full video breakdown of me going over the demo and exactly what we offer, how we're different, everything that's included from A to Z, right? And then they'd come here, they can actually get onboarded and start getting seller leads in 24 hours, right? And they still want more information, they come here to book a call, right? As well as, testimonials and stuff like that. Feel free to click on the site and, watch this video. Just please don't funnel hack. That'd be amazing. That's just going to throw off our operations. But yeah, so that being said, that would be our sales process. So people would get onboarded directly through our site, or they'd book a demo with our closer, with my closer, right? So the onboarding call would just be setting over expectations, right? I can go ahead and send you guys this document. I can actually send you all of this document. Just comment down below, like, I want the Google Doc, and I'll go ahead and send it over. Or actually, I'll provide my Instagram down below, and you can just DM me on Instagram, and I can go ahead and send you this document. And this was our demo slides as well, right? So if a potential client wanted a demo, we just hop them over on Zoom. You can see my closers currently having a demo right now, but it's kind of funny. But look at how simple this is. It's literally 4 slides, guys. 4 slides, right? Or 6 slides, right? Just going over some basic stuff. It is not pretty. It's actually extremely, extremely ugly, as well as some testimonials and so on and so forth, right? And then our program. So how we close people too on the demo is that we just did an action taker special. Like, hey, it's usually a $750 setup fee, but if you get started today, we'll just drop the setup fee completely, and it's just $75 a lead. And people are just signing up left and right, right? So yeah, that was our demo, right? We just close them, take payment, and then we'd onboard them right there, right? So that was our sales process. Very, very simple. Didn't need to be complicated because, like, guys, it's $1 to get started and then $75 a lead, right? And so this was the fulfillment for our clients, right? We get them set up in 24 hours and they start paying leads the next day, right? After their onboarding call, right? So this is what it would look like right here. So we'd get data, we'd get opt-in data of, let's see here. So we would get opt-in data of homeowners who have opted in on various sites, like on Facebook and on Google. We'd get that data, we'd upload into Go High Level, and then we would text that data to see if they're interested in selling and make sure they're not working with a real estate agent, right? And so we'd qualify these people, and then once they were, once they, you can see here, you can start seeing these text messages. Once they were qualified, not working with a real estate agent, looking to sell in the next year, we'd send that over to the client, and then we charge them $75 for that lead, right? And these leads are costing me $10, $15, so there's like huge margin here, right? So that was a fulfillment, right? We don't run any paid ads for our clients, so we differentiate ourselves there, right? Created my own blue ocean because they'd never heard of this, right? And the fulfillment works extremely, extremely well, right? And yeah, that's what it is, right? And so that was the fulfillment, right? I can go way more in depth on that, guys. I can go more in depth on all of these things, but I just want to have a overview because, we'll be here, give you guys an overview, because if I went in depth on everything, which I can, we'd be here for like 15 minutes on each video or on each PowerPoint or on each bullet point, right? So yeah. So after the fulfillment, how was I able to manage all of this? This was my team breakdown, right? So we had one appointment setter, which would call positive replies. So like right here, if we had a positive reply, but they didn't book on our site, and then they didn't book a demo, we'd have a setter call all these positive replies, qualify them, and then set appointments with our closer, right? And the job was to book 10 appointments per day minimum. And they got paid on commission only. So they only got paid when I got paid, right? And then we'd have one closer that would have to close a minimum of 25% of all shows. They'd have to follow up with all the leads that they did not close, and they were commission only. They would only get paid when I got paid, right? So that kept the profit margins very, very high, right? You don't want to pay your closer or your setter on, you can pay your setter on base pay, but you definitely don't want to pay your closer on base pay, right? Only commission. Right. And then I had one client success manager, which is also our director of client success and operations. Right. They would oversee fulfillment, onboard clients, do client check-in calls and communication, and then really just run all of the business. Right. So I brought her on, and she would just manage all the fulfillment. So I would only have to work, an hour a day. She'd manage everything. Right. And she got a base pay plus commission. So she got a base pay of $575 a week, plus 10% of revenue, right? But for me, I value my time over my money. If I didn't pay her the 10%, I'd have to work a lot more, right? But for me, it's way worth it, right? My margins were already super, super good. So if with this model, you'd be at 70%, 75% profit margins. If you don't have a business partner, you're just running this, and you'd be at very, very high profit, right? And then we had two virtual assistants that would manage fulfillment, set up Go High Level accounts, track KPIs, and pull and skip trace data, right? Very basic stuff. But this team is very, very, very lean, right? And yeah, that's pretty much what that looks like. And then what is next for me to scale, right? So I need to hire two closers, right? So this is, if you're in this position where you're at a 80 to 100K a month and trying to look for 200 to 250, this is what I'm gonna personally do, right? So I'm gonna hire two more closers. It's by far my biggest bottleneck. Finding the right people who have the right culture fit is really tough, right? But I just need to be making more Facebook posts. I need to be making more Upwork posts, more Fiverr posts, more everything to find new closers, right? Finding good talent is about doing more outreach, like you do more outreach to clients, right? You got to make more job posts than everybody else, right? Put yourself out there that you're looking to hire, right? So if you're struggling in hiring a good team member, you have to do more job posts on all these platforms, right? So that's what I'm going to do. And then I need to crack another acquisition channel, right? Because my bottleneck is I'm capping out on cold outreach, right? I can only get so far with cold outreach. I need to crack paid ads, which I am now doing YouTube ads, right, to acquire clients for my agency. So I'm building out a YouTube ads campaign right now. And then the next thing is I need to build a community. So I'm actually going to build a school group for all of my clients, there will be a sales and conversion course specifically on how to convert the seller leads that we generate, and as well as weekly Zoom calls with a few of our top clients to go over to coach and do Q&As, right? And in that course will also be my top client going over how to convert these leads, and it's just mindset training, so on and so forth. So it's a course with weekly group coaching calls with all of our clients, right? To do, Q&As, et cetera, right? So that's what's next for me to scale, right? So like I said, guys, this was going to be an overview, right? I can get more in depth. So if there's something you guys want more in depth for me to make a video on, just comment down below what you want to be. Maybe it's the offer you want me to go more in depth. Maybe it's the sales process. Maybe it's the fulfillment, my team breakdown, more about what am I going to do to scale, right? Just comment down below what you want. And then if you want this Google document, I'll provide my Instagram down below. You can just DM me on Instagram that you want this Google Doc, and I'll go ahead and share this to you, right? And then, yeah. And next thing, I do have something to pitch you guys on, right? So if you are looking for help and you are currently running a lead gen SMMA agency, selling to roofers, med spa, solar, whatever you're selling, and you're struggling with getting the funnel right, profitability, pricing, hiring, acquisition, sales, et cetera, I can definitely help you here, right? I can also build out this entire system for you that I'm using now on the fulfillment end, so you can differentiate yourself in your market, right? My company is currently making me, right, $70,000 per month in profit, right? I don't need more money. Only reason I'm doing this is because I'm simply bored, and I'm working with two other agencies that I help get one to 25K, the other to 30K a month. And it's very fulfilling, and it's a lot of fun working with more like-minded people like myself, right? I work with real estate agents. It's great. It makes money, but my fulfillment comes from helping other agency owners, right? And I love doing it, right? So, and I have more than enough time to do it, right? And because I've removed myself, right? So, if you're looking to help, you can book a one-on-one call with me personally. There's a calendar link down below. We can see if we're the right fit together, see if I can even help. It's not going to be group coaching calls. It's only going to be one-on-one with me only, right? And then you can have my phone number. So if you ever have questions, you can just text me, right? Or send voice notes, or even call me if you have a question or an emergency, right? So that's what the one-on-one program looks like for now. But like I said, I'm only looking to help 3 people because I want to work super close with somebody and also perfect my consulting skills, right? Because, like I said, I'm getting into this consulting side, and I think there's a lot of things I can build. And if I can just work with 3 people one-on-one and work really closely with them, I'm going to get really good at consulting, right? So that being said, guys, I hope you guys got some value from this. Let me know if there's any other videos you guys want me to make. This is kind of be my style, kind of raw style, kind of going over everything from A to Z, right? But yeah, appreciate you guys watching this in full. Apologize for my red eyes. I'm not on any substances. I was in the sun all day or the entire weekend, so my eyes are kind of burnt. I didn't have any sunglasses. But yeah, appreciate you guys watching this video in full. I'll be sure to make some more videos. And yeah, thank you guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.